Welcome to Fangs Out. This is your host Frank Devamp, and when we were doing, my top 10 Stephen King favorite, movie adaptations, I went through a lot of runner-ups, and one of them was, the movie we're going to talk about today, Children of the Corn, and it wasn't included as a top 10 because I didn't think it was a particularly remarkable movie. We have the subject of children going violent and killing, whether it be a ritualistic or a tribal way or a cult type of way, has done before. We've seen movies like Village of the Damned. We've seen Children of Brazil. We've seen The Omen. Where it shows. We've seen Pet Cemetery, right? We've seen movies where children can be evil or can be the antagonist, and in this particular case, it's something that I felt that it's been done before, and it wasn't done particularly in any awesome type of way. But I watched the movie the other day, and I just remember how this movie stand out enough to make 8 sequels. Okay, so it's got to be worth something, right? And I think that the reason for that was the cast. The cast was remarkable. It was, of course, it's a Stephen King adaptation. Made in 1984, pure 80s, but it kind of has a 70s type of feel to be honest. Directed by Fritz Kirsch, and it has the remarkable actors there. Peter Horton as the main guy, as Bert. The beautiful Linda Hamilton, circa Terminator days, right? Looking gorgeous. As the damsel in distress, Vicky. And of course, we got, the two main players who saved the movie to me: John Franklin as Isaac, the fake preacher, fake 12-year-old preacher, and Courtney Gaines as Malachi, as the teenage maniacal homicidal maniac. And he's like the second in command. And just to quickly describe the plot, is basically, in this remote town, things supposed to be like Idaho or something like that. And I can't remember the exact point. No, it's Gatlin, Nebraska. I think the movie was filmed in Idaho, but the actual in California, if I don't, doing through my research, I think that's where it was filmed. But it's set in a fictitious rural town of Gatlin, Nebraska, where these children, led by Isaac and Malachi, decide to start worshiping a demonic deity. The man who walks behind the rose or something like that. He who walks behind the rose, and it's quite, and it makes quite an impact. As this, horrible thing that takes human sacrifices, and basically the children, much like the movie The Wicker Man, but that's done with women, sacrificing males. But in this case, is children sacrificing adults, and nobody becomes an adult, because once you get to like your 19th birthday or something, you're killed by this entity. So you're sacrificed to this entity, and there's a supernatural part at the end. But to me, which is kind of creepy. Coolest thing about this movie is the acting. I mean, when this guy Isaac, goes around saying scripture, he's so he doesn't look like a little kid. He's just startling, really weird performance that is so effective. He's so convincing, so prophetic in his ways, and Malachi acts completely deranged, like a maniac, like he is completely sold on this cultish thing, and that's what makes this movie so addicted to watch. Like I was like, wow, I kind of want to start watching the I never really bother. I think I've seen some parts of the sequels. I think I've seen to the because the consensus is just mostly terrible. I don't know if you guys among you guys viewers, are you a faithful watcher of the Children of the Corn franchise? Please comment, let me know. Is it worth going through the whole set? Maybe I can buy a set so I can watch them all. But it's definitely intriguing, and even though I said before in videos, I don't particularly like murderous children's. So I think children, they have the innocence and the beauty of being children, and movies that represent them as killers is always bad. But Malachi and Isaac, totally have you mesmerized, and how crazy the cultish mentality can be into changing a bunch of innocent children into mass murders. They kill their parents, they kill the whole town to worship corn. But anyways, it's an enjoyable flick. If you've never seen Children of the Corn, you're missing out. It's a very hammy, even though like I said, well, could have been a very average horror film. I think the acting of these two and the couple too, Linda Hamilton and the other guy, they're pretty good. They sell their they're acting pretty good to make it above average. So definitely I would say this is a good on a B scale, because it's a pretty B movie. It's definitely an A, because we're just gonna call this a B movie. You gotta see it if you haven't seen it. Take it easy and see you next video.